A number of homes in the red zones were either destroyed or damaged by ash, mudflow, or debris as a result of the explosive eruption of the Lasafré volcano in April 2021. Some of the affected residents in the Sand Bay area on the windward side of the island shared with us in details how badly their homes were affected and the overall impact it had on their community.
When I came back here, it was like a Sahara desert. It's real terrible. And I came back since the 3rd of the 5th of July. It was real rough because no water, no light. You have to go up the river, up the spring there to get water. And it was real terrible. Ash right up to here.
Yes.
This way.
And this
Ash.
can open.
Yeah, can't open. Real
No
terrible.
ash, man.
Yeah. Here was ash. Yeah. Flies, when the ash come down, flies force through. The wind even on the bed was real. But that doesn't mean the ash ain't coming in. The thing with ash, because the ash still forced in through the door. Yeah. Yeah, that I've been wondering how the ash get in. Even on the stove there. Yeah, the stove couldn't catch when I come back. Yeah, I had to get somebody to fix.
One resident also described how seeing the damage done to her home brought tears to her son's eyes as he was in such a state of shock upon returning home.
Oh God, it was really sad because when I sent out my son up here to see when he come back down, he started to cry. I said, what happened? He said, Mom, my house is flooded. We neighbor roof there gone off. He was up there when I come here. The son them was like up the side here where you take off from there. Yeah, so he said when he up there, he think things. So I said, praise God, you didn't drop in, like, you know. So he get to think off some of the thing off of the roof. So if he didn't think it, my whole thing that gone. But they come and they do it. That inside there, they come and do it a kind of a way and say they will come back. Well, up to now, I don't see they come and think, but they do it up a kind of a way and say they will come back. So if they come, I will be glad and whatever like that too. Yeah, so that's how it is.
We also visited the temporary home of Miss Cordis, a well-known former teacher in the community who explained to us how scary it was moving back into her home after the eruption.
It was difficult moving back into my home because what happened is that when the children came to clean, they realized that dust was on the beds because my beds, everything were intact, right? So they noticed in the roof that you saw a lot of ash. They tried to use a vacuum cleaner to pull out some ash, but realized that as soon as they started the vacuum, before you could think, it was filled with dust. So they decided, I have a hole in the roof, a manhole like that you could go up, because all my wiring was done in the roof, and that's where the guy went through to do it. So they put a camera up in the roof, and what they saw was nothing more than thick dust. The ash, because it's a roof that was there since 1971, there was dust inside it, but the dust and the ash mixed together, and then I couldn't sleep at nights because you would hear sound, and the first thing that came in my mind, I hope it's not corroded wires touching together up there. That was the scary part, because when they took off the roof, it was worse than they had expected. It was very scary, sleeping in the house at nights and hearing these little songs, and you're wondering, I hope it's not the wire.
Although some of the residents in Sandy Bay are still battling with the presence of ash and the scarcity of food supplies, they are still finding a way to lift themselves up and being grateful for the gift of life after going through such a horrific ordeal. Reporting for SVG-TV News, I am Nicole Ballantyne.